What's up everybody, it's Chastin J Miles, and in this video I want to talk to you about the listing appointment. Now I know there's a lot of videos here on YouTube that are talking about how to cold call and how to set appointments, but I want to talk about the actual appointment. Now this is going to be very important for you because if you're a newer agent or you need to make some money in real estate, listings are going to be the way to go. We're in a market right now where listings are selling like crazy. They're just flying off the market, and so if you can become a strong listing agent, then you will have success in this business. When I first started in real estate, like I didn't know anybody in my area. I didn't know anything about real estate. So the first thing that I needed to learn how to do was do listings. I needed to learn how to get listings so that my sign could be in the yard. I've done so many listing presentations in my career. I've worked many listings, and I want to give you my formula for securing more listings. Now this isn't going to be one of those scripted, like here's what you say first, here's what you say second. It's going to be more in tune to let you actually get that listing, let you get that listing agreement signed. So if you're in this business, you need to build a career, you need to make money. This is going to be so important to you. Before I start, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button. I know this is a topic that a lot of people ask for. Hit that thumbs up button. It really helps me out with the algorithm. That's how YouTube promotes my videos, and I would greatly appreciate it. Let's get into this. I'm gonna start out with just my 3-step process. I'm gonna go into these later on in this video. I'm gonna tell you where you can get like some scripts from and all that kind of stuff, a checklist. I got some stuff for you. My 3-step process is show, walk, and sit. And I'm gonna get into these. So first thing, showing, which is basically showing up. But here's the thing with listing appointments. You need to show up to the neighborhood 10 minutes early. If it's a condo community, you may wanna show up about 15 minutes early. Now I'm not telling you show up at their house 10 minutes early. Go into the neighborhood, drive around, and look for other properties that are on the market. You're gonna do comps research, you're gonna look up all the solds and actives and everything, but a lot of times agents will put properties on the market in a sense of putting a sign in the yard before it even hits the computers, before it even hits the MLS. So you want to drive around and see if you see signs for sale by owners. You need to see if you see signs for coming soon, anything that's gone under contract. Look for things that may not be on the MLS. If you do find one of those properties, get the information for that property. The client most likely has seen this already. They know what's in their neighborhood just from them driving home every day, and you want to know that information too. So it's important for you to drive around the neighborhood 10 minutes early before you go into your listing appointment. And then you're going to show up. You're going to show up to the door of this appointment. Show up to the door of this listing.
Knock, knock, knock.
Just kidding. We're not going into scripting. But understand the first impression that you make with this client is very important. And here's the mindset that you need to have. You need to have that first date mentality. Think about this. You're going on a date, first date with somebody that you find extremely attractive. You want to make something work out with them. So you are going to have that mentality that you want to build that relationship. You want this person to like you. You want them to see you for a second date or maybe go home with you that night, depending on what you're going on that date for. Look, that's none of my business. But you need to have that mentality that I want this person to like me. Now, the seller's mentality, they're gonna be sitting there thinking about, are you the agent to sell my house? Okay, this is important for you to wrap your head around because we all have the same license. We have a real estate license. We went to school. You probably belong to a great brokerage with all the tools and marketing and all that kind of stuff. Every single agent that they meet with is gonna tell them that. Okay, so they're already in that mindset of, hey, I already know what I'm gonna see. I already know they're gonna talk about the signs and the MLS and comps and all that kind of stuff. So their mindset at that point is, are you the right agent for the job? So keep those two perspectives in mind. You need to get this person to like you. They want to know if you're gonna be the one to sell their house. There's a few ways that we go about this. So as I take you through this, I'm gonna show you how you can get them in that mentality of you being the right agent to sell their home. So That's the mindset. Now, we're moving on to the next step. The next step is walk. So the first thing that you're gonna do is you're going to walk the house. Here's where most people make the mistake. They walk the house, they just walk around, oh, this is a nice carpet. Oh, these are nice floors. Oh, I love the wall color. Great. That's gonna help you out in your marketing. But when you're walking that property with the seller, you want to use this as an opportunity to get into their head. You want to make it about them. Okay, so as you're asking questions, okay, I just threw that in there. You're going to be walking and you're going to be asking questions. Ask them questions related to them in that home. Okay, so when you see floors that have been redone,
hey, what made you choose this type of flooring? What made you choose the color of these walls? Oh, I see that you're a big sports fan.
And you're getting to know them and getting to know how their mind thinks. Okay, all of this is gonna work out when you're selling to them, and then you eventually have to sell the home. But you need to know why they made certain decisions. Why did they even choose this home? I'm sure they looked at a lot of homes. Ask them questions like that. This is going to ease their guard a bit because they're expecting you just to talk about real estate stuff, just to talk about the rooms and the size and the foundation and roof. All that's important, but you want to break down those walls around them. So you're going to walk that house, you're going to make conversation with them. After you've completed that, you've completely walked the house, now you're going to sit. This is where the magic happens, okay? When you sit down at that table to actually do the listing presentation. I have a separate video that shows my listing presentation demonstration. I'm not gonna do that here in this video because it's like 30 minutes long, I think. I will link that down in the comments and also in the cards, but this is still a major opportunity, and there's 3 points that I want to make with you when you sit down at the table with them. Those 3 points are qualify, do the presentation, and close. So let's talk about qualifying. We want to make sure that we are really breaking down that guard of them. We want to ask those questions that none of the other agents are going to be asking them. That's going to really make them open up to you. These are my qualifying things. We're going to talk about their goals, we're going to talk about their pain points, and then we're going to talk about their focal points. So starting with goals, okay? Find out what their goals are. What is your goal for selling this home? What are you trying to accomplish? Obviously, somebody has to move somewhere, they want money, but like, what's the true goal? And most times, the first goal that they tell you is not the true goal. So you're going to have to dig deep, dig deeper, really get that motivation. So what is their goal for this? What is their goal for meeting with you? What is their goal for meeting with multiple agents? What are they trying to find out? Dive deep into this so that you can find out the real motivation behind them selling their property. Next is their pain points. Have you ever worked with a real estate agent before? What didn't you like about them? Okay, what did they do that just really bothered you? What kind of person are you? How do you work well with people? Find out what gets on their nerves. You need to use this opportunity to find out what type of person you're going to be working with. Asking these questions will give you more insight into their disc profile. You know, are they a dominant person? You want to find this out. So get to know what their pain points are and what they don't like. Next, their focal points. What's their focus? What are specific things that you as an agent need to do for them? What are specific things that you need to focus on? Okay, there are certain things that are important to them. There are certain things that are important about the house that they may want you to put more focus on. It may be communication. It may be that they want you to call them 3 times a week. Find out what those focal points are, because that's going to help you do your job better. This is something that not a lot of agents do, but it's going to get them comfortable working with you, and they know that by them telling you this stuff that you're going to work well with them. So get those focal points. Next, after you qualify, that's where you're going to do that presentation. Again, check my other listing presentation video where I go through the book and go through the comps and all that kind of stuff, and then you're going to close them. This is you moving forward. This is them moving forward with you. This is you getting those documents signed. They're going to throw objections at you. If they throw objections at you, that means that they're not comfortable enough yet. That means they're not thinking that you're the right person for that job yet. What do? You start asking more questions. Ask more questions. Make sure that you are overcoming those objections. This is part of selling. I have videos on that. Just scroll through my channel. I have role plays and everything, y'all. Once you close them, once you leave that appointment, I want you to do one important thing. I want you to call them when you are 5 minutes away and thank them for their time. What does this do? This is a little thing that I do that goes a long way. I always thank people for their time. Whether I got the listing or I didn't get the listing, whether they're gonna think about it, whatever the case is, call them and thank them for their time. What this is gonna do, this is gonna show how you run a business, okay? This is gonna show your professionalism. This is gonna show how you run a business, and they need to see that. They need to see that you are about customer service. They need to see that you value their time. They need to see that you are always thinking ahead of the next thing that you can do to make their experience better. And this is what you want your clients to always think about you. So everything that you're doing in that listing presentation, know that it has a purpose. It has a reason, and it's gonna show how you run a business. It's gonna show that you really care about their goals, their pain points, things that they want you to focus on. It's gonna show all of that. When you walk the house and you are asking those questions about them and their decisions and their reasoning, it shows that you truly care and you're trying to get to know them. You are a salesperson in a relationship-based business, okay? Don't forget, you are still running a business. It's not always about trying to make everybody your friend. You're running a business, and there are ways that you can show that. So let me know down in the comments what stood out to you in this video, what you're gonna try on your next listing presentation, or maybe something that works for you in your listing presentations that you wanna share with everybody. As always, please subscribe to this channel. I release videos like this all the time, and hit that thumbs up button. It really helps me out and I appreciate it. So until next time, I'm Chastin J. Miles, and I will talk to you soon.